Yo, yo, yo. This was a nice day. I'm not too much further along than what the end will show. Basically, I'm just taking off parts of the neck that don't need to be there that are against the body and the top. I'm leaving the brunt of the the cedar on the neck so I can joint it a little easier. I don't have the fretboard on yet. I don't have the truss rod installed, or I'm not really even close yet, but just basically getting the part that goes on the top ready. And thinking about putting a screw in the top. Put one screw at the neck for a locator. But I don't know. I guess I could glue the sides on there and I could use the sides. But I was going to put the sides on afterwards. Either way, if I start the fretboard in the frets, I could be doing that for a long time before I get the top on, or I get the sides on, or the back on. Don't know what I'm going to use for the back. I think I'm going to use the cedar for the sides, but I could very well use something else. I haven't really decided on a lot of things. It fits pretty good. I mean, I haven't really jointed it completely to the top. I've made the decision not to joint it all the way, so I'm going to take out part of the middle so the top can ring as much as possible. These are all decisions that you have to make before you go on. I mean, I have to decide what order I'm going to do things in, and sometimes it's different. I mean, this is a second slot head guitar, and I did it different, and I don't know if I did it right or if I did it wrong, but I guess I'll find out. I don't have a preference yet, and I have no idea, so it was kind of hard to come up with the line of procedure, but it's going good. Looks really good. It looks better. The more you do to it, the more it looks like an instrument. This is going to take a long time, and I'm glad I took a break from carving the top, because I still got kind of a ways to go, and I want it to be perfect. Here I'm making a plug for the top of the truss rod to hold the truss rod in. The plug at the bottom is already installed. Basically, what I'll do is I'll joint the neck for the fretboard, and then I'll install the plug, glue it in, and I'll joint the fretboard again, you know, and then I'll glue, you know, the whole thing. Which I kind of can't wait. I can't wait to get this thing looking good. I'm a little bit worried about balance at this point. I don't know if this is going to balance perfectly or not, but I'm always worried about that. I mean, every build I've ever done, I've worried about balance. I guess I can probably let my weight issues decide what goes on for sides and back. I can always just up the weight of the wood and give myself a better chance of balancing right. Which, if you don't balance your instruments, they're not very good instruments. And I don't care what, if it's handmade, factory made, I don't care if it's, I mean, I don't care what it is. If it doesn't balance, I personally don't want to play it. I don't want it in the house. So we are going to do everything that we possibly can to make sure that this thing balances properly. It's going to be pretty light. I mean, at this point, the only thing that would make it heavier is if I put bronze strings on, and I kind of really want to put bronze strings on. I know this was supposed to be nylon string, but I just get the feeling that the bronze strings would just, it would make it really sound like an arch top. So I might change my mind on several things. I have no idea. The fretboard's still going to be the rosewood. I kind of really like the idea of that piece of rosewood. It's really light. I don't know if I could choose another wood that would be that light and at the same time as hard as that wood is, because it's a lot softer than this rosewood, even though it's the same species, but it is so light. I mean, I think this headstock veneer was heavier than the fretboard. I'm not sure about that. I need to get things like scales. I got a thickness gauge. It should be in the mail tomorrow. And I'll be able to micrometer the top, which I have no idea, but I think I'm getting close. And it'll be really cool to actually just nail it. Of course, it's just a starting point, you know, to get everything even and a quarter inch. I mean, you don't want it to be even, perfectly even. You want to tune it, you know, which it's getting to sound good. It's sounding better and I mean, you can get it to sound like a bongo, make it thicker. The thinner you make it, it seems to sound like a lower bongo and then a thud and like a drum, like a bass drum. It has to have its own structure, so it's not going to be too much thinner than a quarter of an inch, but probably maybe 3/16 in some areas. Depending on how I like the sound, how I like how it feels. You know, if I rub it in my hands and it sounds good, you know, if I tap it and it sounds good, I'm not thinking that I want to play it like a drum. I'm just thinking that, you know, the strings are going to have an effect on it, and if I get it the right thickness, it will play good with the strings. So I don't yet have the back of this out. I do now. I just wanted to get it somewhat close because it was, by the time you get it drilled out, it looks horrible. So I'm straightening things out. It's basically a stick from one of the guitar builds. It's a pickup rail. I made 3. I only needed 2. So that one got used as a tool and just put a little bit of sandpaper on it, and it works really good. It's a piece of Babinga, I think, with a piece of Purple Heart. There are certain woods that are just that are hard, like that maple, and then there's woods that are even harder, like Purple Heart. For some reason, is the absolute most dense, weird wood ever. I mean, I think you can get wood that's harder, but for some reason, every piece of Purple Heart I've ever had has been just extremely dense. Sawing her up, making her look good, filing her down, making it so it doesn't split. I haven't touched the face of this. It's still chattered exactly how I got it. If I do split something, I'll have a better chance of taking it out when I sand, which I'm going to do pretty soon. But first, I have to get the sides just right. It looks good. It kind of looks like a face. I can't wait to get the fretboard on, and I can't wait to start putting frets in. Every time I do the frets, I do them a little bit better. The absolute hardest thing about guitar building is cutting the frets, installing the frets, and all of it. I mean, it is very difficult. But you get better every single time you do it, and if you take enough time to do it, and if you do a good job, you get to improve on it. Like go back and fix the things, you know. The back is still on there. I don't think I took pictures with the poke through, but now it's poked through and it's ready to have the back carved to shape. The back of the headstock, rather. All the joints so far came out perfectly. The headstock veneer came out extremely perfectly jointed. Top is looking very good. I'm having a lot of fun with this build, and I want to do another one, but I'm not sure if I want to do the other maple slab. I think I'm going to leave that. It just takes so long to carve it. I don't think I'm going to make anymore unless I do an actual an acoustic arch top. But then you're talking something big. I don't think I have maple big enough to do a one piece. So I would be definitely book matching pieces. But I got maple pieces big enough to book match for bigger arch top guitars. Just doing some chisel work here. I got lines on there. I'm basically just taking it close to the line for the chisel. It's very soft wood, but the grain can be irregular. You have to take your time. I like building these by hand. I'm been thinking about getting a CNC machine, but if I do, I'll start small and have one just for the fretboard. There's things that are really hard to do, like perfectly drill perfect holes, you know, for like the strings in the bridge. I had fun today. I didn't think I was going to work, but I just told myself I'd do just a little bit, and I did about 4 hours worth of work today. Just busted it out. I can't wait to get this thing to shape. It's fun to carve the neck. I can't wait to. I like skinny necks and thin necks, but I like the thick spacing. So I want to do it better than the last 2 or 3 times, and get the best shape I possibly can. See you guys in a day or two.